10 points. And apparently that's a Western Provinces task too. Sick. Looks like just using the Spirit Tree as a points. It might even be 2. Let's just... Oh, visit the Tree Gnome Village is 10 points. And then also using... I guess it was just visiting the Tree Gnome Village. Well, we'll take that. And I guess we'll pick up the defensive amulet while we're here. I think this quest is auto-completed. Oh, hey dear, take another. Oh, they're just giving you another amulet. I didn't realize there were multiple. I thought it was like the one gnome amulet. But no, they're just loaded in defensive amulets. Grab a couple seed pods. Oh wow, it looks like we automatically unlock the air balloon transport as well. I'm going to have to think about how useful that could be because I feel like that would be quite nice. So it does seem like the only other task in that area really, and I mean we could do this anywhere, is growing a fruit tree and checking its health. So I do have this apple tree seed here. You know, maybe it's a little risky to plant it without anything to protect it, but I'm just going to do it and, you know, pop a super compost on it. So I'm running over to Catherby right now to buy some plant pots. Decided I just planted here because I'm going to be doing some AFK woodcutting and fishing anyway. I'll definitely be returning here for lobsters at some point, maybe tomorrow, which I guess is when it'll be grown. So, yeah. Catherby. While I'm here, I figure I'll plant a few more potato seeds and onion seeds just because, you know, it goes so fast, especially in Trailblazers, and might as well get those early farming levels somehow. I've been thinking about quests to do, and obviously there's Waterfall Quest and Fight Arena and stuff like that to get a ton of combat XP, also access to the Waterfall Dungeon, and some thieving XP for that matter from Fight Arena. So I'll probably bang those out at some point. I might wait until 12 times XP. I mean, either way, it doesn't matter too much because I'm not going to be doing tons of melee. But something I've been thinking about. I also think it'd be good to do hand in the sand. I was just buying these pineapples and picked up some soda ash while I was at it at the charter people at the docks. And, you know, it'll definitely be useful for crafting training later on to just get hand in the sand out of the way and get some free sand every day so that I don't have to deal with buying it. I imagine I won't need to get that much of it to get lots of crafting levels, but at the same time, if we end up getting a Fury or something like that, I mean... everything we can get, you know, will go a long way. Super compost on potatoes, that's something. So the whole reason I'm woodcutting right now instead of fishing is basically to make money. Currently we're sitting at 73 woodcutting. I would like to do Plague City to unlock the general store in West Ardugan since it sells for higher prices. I would eventually like to just be doing High Elk for everything, but, you know, I mean, we're not going to have that immediately, and it's just nice to have. I think Plague City also gives some, like, mining XP or something, which is great, and it's a pretty short quest, and kind of fun, too. I was also thinking I'd like to just get 30 herb lore and put this lamp into there. I don't know if the skill to put lamps into is any different, really, in leagues than in ordinary Iron Man accounts, but it seems like herb lore is a good choice. Well, I mean, there is the... let's look at the relics here. There's this botanist relic way up here, which makes making potions save the secondary ingredients. So maybe that's not the case because the secondary ingredients are pretty hard to get. But it's not like the herbs are easy to get. So I don't know. I think I probably still will put it into herb lore. It's obviously not, you know, a huge deal. I mean, everything's so fast, so it's no use super stressing over it. But I think I am still going to do herb lore. So I'll try and see if I can gather some stuff up to make some attack potions, strength potions, etc. and just grind it out. I can't imagine it'll take more than like 5 or 10 minutes once we've got the materials. Now, obviously, it's not like I need that much money to buy feathers. Like, I could probably buy enough feathers for a lot of fishing with like 3 logs. But, well, we're still here. There's just something about woodcutting. Oh my god, they changed this minigame. You can drag it around. This is such an improvement. Oh my god, I cannot believe you can do this. Thank you. Now give me that flax. Wait, what the fuck? Beekeeper's boots? When did this happen? What? You can get the beekeeper's outfit? That's crazy. Well, I'll take that. White boots are definitely way more swag than pink boots. That's fantastic. And we don't have the desert, so can't get the desert boots. This is just what we needed to look even better. Wow. Although, I must say, I would have really liked the beekeeper's hat. Dear God. What episode this is going to be in? Maybe episode 4 or something like that? So, just to give some context for, you know, like I said earlier, I was just recording the ending of episode 2. But, one of the things I've been thinking about is because I don't know where the episodes start and end yet, I should be periodically showing my stats and my total level. So we're at 568 right now. I mean, these are my stats. Woodcutting 75, definitely getting up there. And then also showing my points. So as you can see, we got 51 tasks until the next area, 1900 until the next relic. We just got the most recent relic fairly recently, but it seems like these are actually pretty similar amount of distance. Like, the area doesn't really seem that soon. I mean, I guess I could bang out a bunch of easy tasks, like I'm about to do right now. Oh, it's a 50-point task. You love to see it. I don't even know what farming I was before, but I definitely gained a number of levels there. Just realized we can plant that toad flax seed we got from the tree spirits. That's pretty sick. So I've been picking some flax, doing some fletching, and I realized that I really think the Plague City plan is just not worth it right now because we have to get a snape grass, and the only way we can really do that is by killing a bunch of creatures that drop at like 1 in 100 or something. And I've been thinking I'll probably unlock the Fermenic area. I've been thinking maybe Fermenic and Elflands. Oh, it's tough. Fermenic seems really cool though because of lunars. And anyway, in Fermenic land, Waterbirth Island, you can get snapegrass there. But let's just segue into a discussion about the lands. So I think the Elflands would be pretty cool, mainly because of Zulrah, which I've never done before myself, and it seems like an awesome opportunity to learn. And we could get the Toxic Trident, which would be pretty sick. Desert would be cool, as I've talked about before, for Ancients. But I don't know, I feel like Asgarnia doesn't really have that much to offer for me. Same thing with Mauritania. I mean, Mauritania's got a decent amount, between Arims and the 2 stabs you can get from raids and from the Nightmare boss, but I'm just not super interested in that. So that pretty much leaves the Desert and Fermenic and the Elflands. And so Fermenic's seeming pretty good. Oh, plus it's just not a huge deal if, we get a little bit lower price for a while. From selling to regular general stores instead of the West Ardugan one. Because, I mean, we're going to get 55 magic pretty quickly, and we can alch. And one of the things I was thinking about is that alching, we could alch some, really cheap shit, and it wouldn't be a big deal, because we're only using 1/20th of the nature runes. That didn't even occur to me. The power of doing magic spells, the non-combat spells with 1/20th of the runes as well, I feel like no one ever talks about that. That's so sick, and I'm pumped for that. I was talking about superheating earlier. I think that's going to be really cool. I can't even think of anything else right now, but I'm sure there's tons of stuff, especially in Lunars. We'll also get the Farseer Helm. Totally forgot about that. That's pretty sick. I think it's equivalent to Aram's Hood. 31 crafting. Oh, we've reached the point where levels start giving us notifications. It's crazy. I definitely was at 20 crafting 3 inventories of flax ago. I'll never stop marveling at the speed of XP. Something so satisfying about making weapons with skilling that you can use. Just made a U short bow. I mean, I'll be using that for a little while. And, when I get to making magic short bows, it'll be the same thing. It's just so satisfying. Imagine the same feeling, but smithing a rune plate body or something. That's definitely not something people experience very often. Definitely one of the coolest things about fletching. But anxious about completing all the tasks to make the next area because I didn't know where I wanted to go. But now that I know that I'm going to pick the Fermenic, I'm actually fucking pumped, and I really want to do these tasks. So I'm going to start looking for some tasks to bang out. I am going to be doing some AFK fishing. So I'm probably going to set myself up for that. I know there are a couple tasks there, like fish, X number of trout and salmon, maybe cook some as well, definitely fish a certain number of lobsters, and that'll be great for starting combat. Like I said earlier, I'd like to do Hill Giants to get some Obor, and obviously, we can safe spot them, but, still nice to have a few pieces of food. Maybe kill some Fire Giants or something after doing Waterfall, but I don't know if Waterfall's a task or not, but I'm sure we'll get a ton of total levels from it at least, which will probably give us, some kind of task. And then we can equip a bunch of weapons, which will give us some tasks, like equip a rune weapon, equip an adamant weapon, stuff like that. So that's probably worth doing. But in any case, I'm really excited to get the Fermenic lands. I think that'll be sick. The thing I realized is that if I'm going to train my Herblore to level 30 to use this lamp on it, which has been sitting here for so long, I'm going to need to get some herbs. For some reason I just assumed that I must have herbs. I was like, oh yeah, in Trailblazer it goes fast, so I need just 50 herbs. I've got 2 herbs, maybe 0. So I'm thinking, I could pickpocket the Master Farmer and hopefully get some Guam and Marentil seeds and stuff like that, especially since, we've got the farming level for pretty much any kind of Herblore stuff that's, early. Any Herblore stuff we can do, we can farm. Of course, doing some combat will be good just for herb drops and seed drops. I like farming. In my discussion of the areas earlier, I completely forgot the wilderness. We've definitely discussed this a little bit. There's the Mage Capes, which is pretty cool, but I don't know. So I'm looking at the unlocks for the Fermenic area, and we got Heart from the Deep. Obviously, pretty unlikely we're going to actually get a full prayer book in the time remaining in Trailblazer, or Trailblazer in general, to be honest. But it's nice to get an offhand with a prayer bonus that looks pretty sick, especially because there aren't that many mage offhands available to us. Dragon Slayer 2 is automatically completed. That's pretty crazy. I don't even know. I haven't done that in the main game, and I'm pretty sure the Myths Guild is in Kandrin, so that means that we can access the Myths Guild, which is going to be pretty sick. I have no idea what's there, but I know lots of stuff. For one thing, we can just get the Myths Cape, which is pretty cool. Oh god, I hate it when I go into a dungeon. And I'm sure there's tons of other stuff there. I know there's a bunch of dragons and stuff. That's going to be sick if I'm understanding this right, and that actually means we're going to unlock it. Another great reason to do Fremennik. Let's see, unlocks. So we've got, and then we're also going to have Underground Pass is going to be automatically completed, so I think that might mean that we get does that mean, that's going to mean that Plague City is automatically completed. We don't even have to do it. Well, anyway, Underground Pass is going to be automatically completed, which I think will give us access to the Ivan staff. We might have to access the Elflands to do that, in which case that's another great reason to do the Elflands. Waterfall Quest automatically unlocked, that's a really good reason to do that before we do this, because we really want the XP from that. And Animal Magnetism automatically unlocked. That might mean that we get the backpack. I mean, it should, I think, which is pretty sick. So yeah, definitely worth going through here and making sure we do any tasks or any quests that we'd really like to do beforehand. Like I was saying, I mean, I'd really like to do Waterfall Quest, Plague City. I mean, I would do if I could get well, I probably wouldn't. It only gives some mining XP. It's not a big deal. But yeah, that's pretty fantastic. Well, we'll also get the Fremennik Slayer dungeon. That's pretty nice. Honestly, I just can't take having this lamp in my inventory anymore. Oh wow, they gray out the stuff that I can't pick. That's nice. I'm just gonna pick magic. Fuck it, dude. 20k magic XP takes us to 42. Sick. Buy a house for a task. Alright, let's be honest. Nobody knew there was a fishing store in Witch Haven. Like, come on. It was such a good fact to know that there's a feather pack here and a fly fishing rod and all that good stuff. There's no way. Like, I had no clue. This is such a great thing to learn, you know, from playing Trailblazers. So 200 coins each. I'll get like, I don't know, 4 or 5. It's fine. We've got tons of money from fletching now. I won't worry about it. I'll just buy a bunch. Alright, while I'm here, I figured I might as well complete Sea Slug. Since I'm about to start fishing anyway, might as well get all the XP from it. Plus, it's a task, which is nice. And most devastatingly, though, we need Swamp Paste for this. Do you remember how I was like, oh, Swamp Paste, I'll probably need that. Well, I probably won't need that, so I'm not going to pick it up. Hopefully I don't need to pick it up. Well, anyway, here we are, like 2 episodes later. I fucking need that Swamp Paste. So I was really concerned about getting molds in my regions, because I know that, you know, I mean, you can get the molds in the desert, you can get the molds from certain drops. Well, I mean, you know, it all kind of varies between each different kind of mold. Looks like this one, you know, you can only get on a spawn in the crafting guild and stuff. But here's what I saw that I didn't know. You can find different molds in a tool store in your house. And also, I'm pretty sure I'll be able to kill these guys. I'm not sure if these are from... Well, they're definitely either in Kandarin or they're in the Fremennik lands. So 101.28 is not too bad. But, Tool Store 4, I don't know when you can make this. Looks like it's only 44 construction, so it's a complete non-issue. This is something that I've wondered about in the past when I've played, like, limited Iron Men and stuff, but I guess it's just not really a problem. So, that's awesome. Fucking imp in the recipe for disaster room. What is this? How do you get in there? The gypsy will be mad. Raw swamp paste. You have to cook the swamp paste? I'm raging. You can't cook swamp paste on a range. Are you serious, my dude? Alright, well, at least I gotta use the Crystal of Memories. Oh, wait, no, I need an axe, no. Oh, shit. Alright, you know what I just realized? I've been completely forgetting about the minigame teleport, so I guess I'll just teleport to Fishing Trawler, grab it from the bank there, then take Crystal of Memories back once more, chop down this willow, burn that log, then finally complete this goddamn quest. This is like step 2. But I mean, after that, I mean, come on. I am sure that I literally ran here for the fishing trawler. Like, I just didn't remember this teleport, even though I use it constantly in the main game. Speaking of teleport. Oh, crystal memory. Yeah, walk through that crystal, babe. Wow, catching an anchovy for a task on the fishing trawler when I was just trying to accomplish the medium task for the Ardugan diary. Alright. Fucking sick. I don't know, man. I'm trying to try it over there. This doesn't really seem, like that bad of a place to crash. Oh, never mind. I get it. They wouldn't let you on because of your powerful staff. Alright, 57k XP. What's that going to take us to? We're at 44 right now. Complete Sea Slug. Sick. That's going to take us all the way to 59. It was like 2 jumps. You see that? It was like 56 and then went to 59. Oh my god, that's nuts. Oh wait, no, that's the numerator. Oh, so it only gave us 3 levels. God, I'm an idiot. Well, I mean, that's pretty sick in any case. Okay, so
every time this guy asks for a ride, at first I thought it was like, oh, it's just like it goes up each time because, first time it was 10 coins and now it's 29. But no, every time you ask him, it gives a different number. What the hell is up with this? This is so strange. And then if you right-click and pay fair, it's 200 GP, as we learned earlier. That's just so strange. Why is that this way? We may never know. Shiloh Village, what up? Mining a gem rock to obtain a gem while mining. And now, time for some fishing content. And right away, we get 50 points for catching a salmon on Karamja. That seems, 50 points is quite a lot for catching a salmon, but we'll take it.
I think we need one more salmon, and I got 4 trout in a row. Preposterous. Currently sitting at just 80 trout and 50 salmon, 49. But yeah, it's going by super quick. We're already up to 52 base fishing. After this, I think I'm going to head over to lobsters because I know there's a task for getting a certain number of lobsters. And then there's also a task for getting a certain number of swordfish, so I'm going to do that right after. Salmon. Another 50. Oh, and 53 fishing. Nice. Took off the hat because I figured, while this hat is great, there's just something about this balding aesthetic that I really need to take advantage of when it's correct, And I feel like the fit really does not work nearly as well when I'm not wearing the hat. I need something a little bit more appropriate for geezers, but I'll figure it out at some point. Maybe it's just time to wear the wizard hat. Looks like there's actually 2 lobster tasks, one for catching 100 lobsters and one for cooking 100 lobsters. So I don't know how many we'll have to fish, maybe like 120, 130. What cooking are we at right now? I guess we'll want to cook the trout and salmon first because we are pretty low relative to our fishing. I've also been thinking about where the best place to cook is, and I checked the wiki and it seems like the best place is actually on Fossil Island, which is crazy. I had no idea that there was a decent place there. Yeah, so there's a cooking pot. It's a cooking pot, not even a range. It's a pot. And the bank right here. So I guess that's what we'll be doing. I know there are a bunch of tasks associated with Fossil Island as well, so honestly, probably a great opportunity to bang those out, and probably get some construction XP in the process. At 13, we can probably do at least a couple of those things, and hopefully we don't need that much higher to do the cooking pot or maybe some other tasks. But even if we do, training construction, I've got to imagine like one inventory of regular planks will take us to like 25. I think I'll actually just do the whole Fossil Island cooking thing right now because for the lobsters, it probably makes the most sense to just cook them on the range as I come back. And so that's what we're going to do.